Goodie Grammar. I am so thankful that you decided to spend your Wednesday with me because we're about to have a grammar party. Huh? But about what, Mr. Goodie Grammar? I'm so happy you asked. Tonight, we're talking all about contractions. No, and not the contractions you have when you're pregnant. I'm talking about the contractions that you see when it comes to the English language. So, buckle up, grammar goodies, because we're about to get started. For tonight's agenda, of course, we will start with a little Basketbreaker, followed by sipping up some radioactive waste all about contractions. Then we'll go into some practice questions, where we're asking for some employee assistance. Then, an IEL check, where I shall quiz you all about contractions. Did you master the concept? We'll see. And, of course, the Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week. Who got it? Is it you? Is it me? Is it possibly my cat, Kitty Cup? We'll find out. And then I will bid you adieu and let you go on your journey. But for now, I think we should do a Basketbreaker.
Uh-oh.
For this week's Basketbreaker, the question is, what makes you feel complete and whole? What makes you feel like you are 100% you, happy, satisfied? Will I ever be that? Anyway, take a second and answer the Basketbreaker question in the comments. Remember, whether you're with me right now on Facebook Live or a little later on YouTube, participate in the comments. Why? Well, luckily, you get to practice. And also, in order to get a Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week, you have to participate in the comment section. So make sure to do so. For right now, I'll go ahead and give you my answer. My answer for the Basketbreaker question is my cats. They make me feel whole and complete. The same with the Kool-Aid Man. He makes me go, whoa! And, of course, interdimensional travel. What's better than that? I'm at 100% when I'm going through various dimensions in the multiverse. I'm still afraid of the dinosaur dimension. Oh. So, make sure you have your answer in the comments, because I want to read it. And with that, let's go ahead and sip up some radioactive waste.
3, 2, 1.
So, our essential question for tonight's Whoa Wednesday is, what is a contraction and how do we compose one? So we're going to go ahead and not only define exactly what a contraction is, but I'm also going to teach you how to create a contraction. So stick with me. The interesting thing is, contractions are actually commonly confused, especially with possession. So showing that someone or something owns another object. In this case, though, contractions are not like that. So that's why we're studying them, to know the difference between contractions and possession. So we're going to go over how to create contractions, how to accurately punctuate them, and just make it saucy and sweet. First off, when it comes to contractions, a contraction is basically a shortened version of the spoken and written forms of a word, syllable, or word group. It is created by omitting internal letters and sounds, One can use an apostrophe to stand in for the letters of sounds omitted in the contraction. What does that mean, Mr. Goody Grammar? I'm so happy you asked. What this basically means is you're getting various words or phrases and you're combining them together. Well, how do you do that? Well, you take out some of the letters, syllables, or sounds from one of the words and put an apostrophe instead to make it a contraction. Basically, it's us being absolutely lazy and wanting to shorten our words so we don't have multiple words. We can just make it concise. So here's some example contractions. For example, we have they are, two separate words. But let's say that we want to shorten this down to make our speech a little bit more concise. What we can do is actually get rid of the A and replace it with an apostrophe. So instead of they are, we get the contraction there. Huh? Pretty cool, right? Let's look at another example. We have the word cannot. Well, I want to go ahead and shorten it down. So what I can do is have can apostrophe T for can't. That's a contraction. So again, it's just simplifying and shortening words or various words. For example, we have could not. Whoa! What do we do with that? Oh, we could say couldn't. We replace the O with an apostrophe and move the N closer to that D to combine them into one word, one contraction. Whoa! You'll also see the example, you will. How do we turn that into a contraction? Well, all we'll do is get rid of the WI, put an apostrophe, and we get you'll. Huh! Usually, though, this is a very important note. When it comes to utilizing contractions, in formal writing, you're not going to come across them as much. Why? Contractions we are usually going to use for informal writing or speech. Just because we're putting things together. So if you are going to use contractions, make sure it is in an informal setting rather than formally writing something. Here's the thing, there are tons of contractions out there, and usually they follow a specific pattern. You'll find if you come across apostrophe LL, it's usually going to stand for will. In the same way, if you see apostrophe VE, that is going to go ahead and stand in for have. N apostrophe T will usually come across as not. Apostrophe RE is R. Apostrophe S, not possessive in this case, it is. And apostrophe D is usually for would. Not all the time, but basically a majority of the time. So if you're ever asking yourself, how do I combine these two words to create a contraction? Make sure to reference this slide right here, common patterns. Take a screenshot, write it down, or hit it into your brain somehow. Because you can utilize these common patterns to create various contractions. Let's go ahead and look. They are, we have there. Again, apostrophe RE. We know that apostrophe RE is going to stand for are. So they are. In the same way, we see N apostrophe T for not. So cannot. Could not. And apostrophe LL for will. You will. Pretty cool, right? And it's easy to break down. Just make sure to look at the formula of common patterns as you're making contractions, and you'll see it'll become second nature. Alrighty. With that in mind, pretty cool introduction and delicious radioactive waste. But I think we should look at a few more examples and ask for some employee assistance.
We need some employee assistance.
Here's what's going to happen. You will be given a contraction, or 2 words. If you're given a contraction, what I would like you to do is determine what 2 words make up that contraction. Again, if you were given a contraction, attempt to determine what 2 words create that contraction. However, if you are given 2 words, what I would like you to do is turn that into a contraction. So it's vice versa. Think you can do that? I know you can. Let's get into it. So, question 1. She will. She will. Please turn that into a contraction and post it into the comment section. She will turned into a contraction. Take a second. Okay, here's the answer. She will becomes she'll. Apostrophe LL, which represents will. So, she will creates a contraction, she'll. Let's go to the next one. Could've. Could've. Oh, what 2 words help create this contraction? Could've. Huh. Okay, here's my answer. It's could have. The apostrophe VE helps make have into a contraction. So, could have is the correct answer. Let's go ahead and move to question 3. We're. We're. What 2 words make up we're? The contraction we're. Take a second and post it in the comments. We're. Okay, I'll give it to you. The correct answer is we are. Remember, that R-E with that apostrophe creates R in contraction form. So, we're represents we are. Okay, let's go to question 4. Question 4, might have. Might have. Go ahead and turn might have into a contraction. Think about all the common patterns. Okay, I'll give you the answer. The correct answer is might have. Might have. Apostrophe VE for have. So we have might have. Whoa! Pretty cool, right? And as you memorize the patterns, contractions, would just start flowing out of you. Not to give birth, though. And question 5. That's. Question 5. That's. What 2 words make up that's? Okay, I'll give it to you. The correct answer is That is. That's correct. That is correct. So apostrophe S is usually going to stand in for is when you're making contractions. However, don't be tricked. Apostrophe S is also used for possession in many cases. Singular possession the majority of the time. However, when talking about contractions, you'll still come across apostrophe S, but it's used differently. Just keep that in mind. Okay, with that, how did you do? Did you get all 5 correct? I know you did. So great job. Just keep in mind, learning new concepts takes time and practice, and I'm here to help you every step of the way. Now, to put that into application, let's go ahead and test your knowledge with a little IELTS check. For this week's IELTS check, here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and create an original sentence that uses 2, how many? 2 contractions in it. And post it in the comments. Again, you are writing 1 original sentence that has 2 contractions in it. Think you could do that? Absolutely. Show me what you learned. Go ahead. And while you do that, it's time for us to check out for the evening. Just a quick reminder, we have a word of the week that comes out every Sunday. In addition, every Wednesday we have live sessions together, live grammar parties. What are they called? Oh yeah, they're called Whoa Wednesdays. Additionally, content episodes out regularly, sentence shoutouts that you can earn, and whatever you want me to teach. Let me know.
And now, the time you've all been waiting for. It's time for the Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week. Whoa! The Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week goes to individuals who participate in the comment section on any of our social media platforms. In fact, it is so respected and revered that the Duchess of Birmingham hands out candy to the winners. No, that's not true. But you know what is true? An incredible individual won this week. Is it you? Is it me? Is it possibly the aliens living in my head? We'll find out. May I get a drum roll, please? And the Grammar Goodie Sentence Shoutout of the Week goes to Logan K. Logan, you did it. What is Logan's sentence? Oh, I'm so happy you asked. Logan put, the multiple choice tests we take in class are a bunch of hoopla. Whoa! Logan, 1, I feel very attacked. 2, Logan used hoopla absolutely beautifully. Hoopla, as we know, means unnecessary fuss and excitement about something. It's exaggerated. We don't need this. So, Logan is saying that the multiple choice tests are a bunch of unnecessary hoopla. Why do I teach at this point? Anyway, congratulations, Logan. You did it! And if you would like to be just like the exceptional grammar goodie, Logan K, please make sure to participate in the comment sections on any of our videos. Get to it! Whoa!
With that in mind, make sure, again, to follow us on all our social media accounts, including, www.mrgoodygrammar.com, where you can sign up for exclusive content like podcasts, extended episodes, and so much more. Whoa! But now, like a dove flying through the wind, I must set you free. Anyway, my name is Mr. Goody Grammar. Thank you so much for dropping by General Grammar and comma in anytime. I'll see ya. Whoa! Wednesday.